Going into the last 5 episodes of Season 5 and still recovering from the shocking ending of Part 1, we can't help but wonder what else the show will bring us in the upcoming Part 2. So today we're gonna share all about Money Heist Season 5 Part 2, the leaked information, and everything we know so far. Without further ado, let's get started with the video. Part 1 Recap. Before we dive into the second part of the 5th season, let's recap what actually went down in the first 5 episodes and a little spoiler alert for all of you that haven't seen the show or the 5th season. Part 1 of the 5th and sadly final season of the show aired on September 3rd, with Netflix releasing all of the 5 episodes together. Throughout Part 1, we see Alicia going into labor as she finally releases the professor to help her give birth and also allows him to help his people back in the bank. Inside the bank, things quickly turn into chaos when Arturo and a few other people that were held hostage decide to turn against them and attack them with their weapons.
Everyone! See, that's the difference between you and me, Governor. I came here to save all these people.
In the meantime, they release Gandia to the police outside, only for them to use him again to put him back with a group of military soldiers to attack them and bring them down. When they went inside, Tokyo, Denver, and Manila got stuck in the kitchen with no way out. Tokyo got shot a few times before they found an exit in the wall. Being badly wounded, Tokyo decided to stay behind as Denver and Manila exit the room and then attempt to leave herself. However, she had a different plan on staying and fighting off Gandia and the rest of the armed soldiers. While she was hiding, we see flashbacks of her life from her first robbery to her losing her boyfriend to the point where the entire country was looking for her.
Tokyo, jump now. There's no time. Jump now.
It's gonna be tough, Professor. Can you go on without me?
No, Tokyo, I can't jump right now!
We see the moment when she meets the professor and the first moments she had with Rio. At that moment, we see Rio drilling a hole right next to Tokyo on the floor as a way to escape. But it was already too late, and as Tokyo says her goodbye to Rio, the soldiers enter the room and they end up shooting Tokyo multiple times. When Gandia goes over to her and points a gun at her, she laughs, revealing 4 bomb pins in her hand from the bomb on her vest. At that point, a huge bang is heard across the entire bank, revealing that Tokyo and Gandia both die in that room. Release date and cast. The first 5 episodes were a lot, we're not gonna lie. We all binge watched them in a day, so now we can't wait for the second part to be aired on Netflix. Before the first part even aired, Netflix announced the release dates on both Part 1 being on September 3rd and the second part coming on December 3rd. So you'll only be waiting for 3 months before you get to see the last and final episode of Season 5. Unfortunately, Season 5 will be the last and final season of the show after airing for 5 years with the huge amount of success they've gained from the viewers. As sad as we are to say our goodbyes to the cast of Money Heist, we're also excited to see how this show will end and what will happen next. As far as the cast goes, in the second part, we don't expect to see many new faces that we haven't seen already. It'll continue right where the first part left off, and the same old cast members will all reprise their roles they previously had. However, we're not so sure whether certain cast members will be leaving the show since we're still left in the unknown after the episode 5 cliffhanger. Many have even suggested that Tokyo might be back in the second part via flashback cameos as other ex-cast members such as Berlin. Part 2 Plot. Okay, so what will happen in Part 2? After the shocking death of the beloved character Tokyo, many have been wondering where will her death take the show next? Well, because we don't have a trailer yet about the second part, many have suggested that Tokyo will end up actually alive in the final 5 episodes. We have no idea on how that could be possible, given that the bombs were attached to her, but it wouldn't surprise us to see her escape that situation. Fans are definitely divided on whether or not she's dead, because up until now, the show has never shied away from showing deaths, Nairobi being one of the examples.
Slowly, slowly.
So why would they decide to kill Tokyo off-screen? Besides the rumors about whether Tokyo is dead or alive, there was a lot of talk that maybe Alicia will join the team.
Profesor, 5 minutos de viudo. Y ya está llamando a otras mujeres.
However, we all saw her taking a knife and hiding it while holding her baby in the professor's hiding spot. There will definitely be some action between the two once again, and maybe the professor will manage to talk her into helping them and becoming a part of their team. Given that she's already hunted by the police and has nowhere to go, the professor might offer to help her and her baby to get out of the country. The last 5 episodes will all be about survival of the gang and how to get out of the bank without getting caught. The professor will have to work hard and think quickly to create a plan that would get them past the police and all the armed soldiers both inside and outside the bank. Also, they'll have to figure a way out from the locked room they're trapped in and fight back for their lives. It will definitely be filled with action and emotion, and we can't wait to see how it will unfold. How will it end? When it comes to endings, we oftentimes like to think that every story has a happy ending, but that doesn't mean that this story has one also. Through the seasons, we've already seen the gang escape from the hands of the police with loads of money in their hands, but are they able to do it once again?
There's no one here. The hangar is empty.
There's no doubt that the professor has multiple plans in motion if anything goes wrong, but so far a few things have gone unplanned. From Nairobi's death, Alicia finding him to Tokyo's death. After this, we're not sure just how many plans the professor has in order to get the rest of the gang out from the bank without a single person dying.
Are you thinking, Professor?
Yes, I'm thinking yes.
What about?
So far, we've seen quite a few flashbacks from Berlin and how he got to make the plan of going into the Bank of Spain, but lately in one episode of Season 5 Part 1, we've seen Berlin and his son Raphael as he teaches him the art of a heist.
If you really want something in life, you have to steal it from somebody else.
That got us wondering, could Berlin's son Raphael be the key to everything? Throughout the show, there was never a mention of him, and now all of a sudden we learned that he did have a son that was quite good at stealing things, like father like son, right?
Good morning, miss. I have an appointment with Mr. Mario Urbaneja, governor of the Bank of Spain.
But in the present day, we've never seen him around, so why was this flashback even that important? The theory is that by the Season 5 finale, Raphael will show up and rescue that gang from the bank. Whether that is Professor's plan or not, we're not sure, but we're suspecting that he might play some kind of a role in the entire heist. He could be the only one to save them and the key to the perfect escape as well as the perfect heist. Also, many have suspected that Alicia will turn out to be Berlin's wife Tatiana and the baby is actually his. However, this seems like a bit of a stretch. We do think that hopefully the gang and the professor will be able to escape from the bank once again and go back to their peaceful lives on their beaches. But at the same time, we can't help but wonder, will they get caught in the end? On a related note, we wanted to know, what do you think will happen in Season 5 Part 2 of The Money Heist? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.